With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Allen going to go to the air right away. Now he's going to step up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's your former teammate, Charles, the great Reggie White, who gets in to record the sack. Now Allen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to Henry is intercepted.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Jacobs.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The man in motion left here, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep body.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach? It got his man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen going to run with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Snap comes in one, and it's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Allen doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Allen to throw once more. Allen going to run with it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Allen, as time expires in the first half.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the
now Allen, a final shot before break. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. A final shot before break. Allen going to run with it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them.
There he goes, right side. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 99 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To the air, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Open man, that's Henry. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Allen going to run with it. Open man down the field is Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one too low. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And unable to connect. They don't at the two-point conversion here.
Score Seahawks 21, Cowboys 19. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This is 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 19 yards.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Allen.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, a 23-yard run. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2.
Allen will try to throw for it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
36, 19.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.